in the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can too. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we getting bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it. In the A-time. And if you ain't know, this is how it goes down. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey.
Were you trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you know I'm loco?
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Broncos of Oakland. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
They'll run here to throw the Longhorn with it. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give them 15 there. The Cowboys have a... First.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
The give to Williams, running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Screenplay set up for Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
We're going to 53. Yeah, here we go. Slide in. 26.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Bombers. Chill.
Here's Nix once more. He targets Ingram for another grab. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Yeah, here we go. I take
On first down, it's Blue. They'll get this down to the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
To throw, here's Nix. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Bombers.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, it's Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go with glue between the tackles. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Williams running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out and says, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, we're going down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 45 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be complete to Harvey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Back to the air with Nix. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Nix from the shotgun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Final play of the half. Prescott finding Pickens for another catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got room to roam. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Back to throw, Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown. Great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Makes the score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yes!
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And on the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 38 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Cowboys 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Blue trying the right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Prescott to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, they run with blue. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Handoff, Blue running right. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 15 there. The Cowboys have a 1st. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run for it. Here's Blue. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once more with Harvey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 5. Nix to the air. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. Shedding the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when we get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Blue. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One last shot now for Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4?